7 o'clock and we are up early because we're shopping dead stock today. All thanks to a Facebook Marketplace listing that my friend Wendy, shout out to Wendy, you're awesome. She and I are gonna be splitting a booth at USAGI. Anytime she comes across cool Y2K dead stock listings on Facebook Marketplace, I'm grateful that she always sends them to me, and so she sent me this one. Guys, this looks too good to be true, but I was just like, no, I have to get in. And it's one of those listings where they only want wholesalers. They want people to buy in bulk. So you can't go in just shopping like 1 or 2 pieces. They want you to buy hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And this is like the perfect investment for USAGI because we only host markets 3 times a year. And so in the meantime, we're paying for our storage unit, so we don't want our bank account to run to zero. So Yuka and I run this like Y2K vintage sector where we make money off of that. We kind of split it 3 ways, and then a portion always goes back into USAGI. Today we're headed to Whittier. It's gonna take us about like 40 minutes to get there, and so vibes today are just gonna be pretty and chill. It's happening, y'all. I don't know what I did wrong, but my eyebrow piercing is getting an irritation bump on the bottom. It doesn't snag, I don't ever pull it. And so I think it's time for a shorter bar. And I'm pretty sure it was pierced correctly. I was looking up videos on whether I had the right anatomy and maybe it's rejecting, but no, it doesn't look bad. And I don't think that's the case, but this piercing is just too visible, so I cannot have an irritation bump, and I can't have this lead to a keloid because we already know how Kelly the keloid's doing. No. I was up since 6:30 today because I was dealing with some USAGI MERCADO stuff. We are having a lounge area for the first time, so Arthur's gonna have his TVs and video game consoles set up for a little like retro lounge area, and we were just like, okay, you know what we need? Bean bags. Do you guys know how expensive bean bags are? So Yuka found a quote, $35 per bean bag. And I was like, you've gotta be kidding me. We wanted like 10 of them. So we're just like, we're gonna spend $350 on bean bags? So I was looking around for different quotes and I found the cheapest at $25 per bean bag, which in my eyes, I still think is so freaking crazy. Because if I take you to our storage unit right now, I literally have 1 beanbag in there and it's taking up most of the storage unit. And I found it at a flea market for only $8. And it's ours, so we can reuse it whenever we want. So if you're going to USAGI MERCADO this March and you see the lounge area, please just go sit on a beanbag, even for like 10 minutes so we can get our money's worth. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys in my shoe rack. I think, you know what? I was actually looking at this shirt because I'm planning a video. We might just wear her today. And you know what? I'm already seeing this. Should we do this? Is this too basic? Is it boring? And then Unifseek shoes? Easy peasy. Let's just hope it actually looks good on. I think this outfit might be a success. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. Since I am expecting to buy a lot, we gotta take all our IKEA bags with us. Also, I'm gonna have a raid train in the car. USAGI MERCADO is having their very first raid train. I'm gonna be the one starting us off at 3 p.m., but I don't think I'm gonna be home in time. So I'm just gonna take everything with me and we will have a raid train in the car if we have to. I got one of the best packages in the mail last night. My Warby Parker. If you haven't heard of Warby Parker, they're a company that specializes in glasses made for everyday style, work, reading, with a mission to make vision care accessible. Don't ever let anyone tell you that just because you have 20/20 vision, you can't wear glasses, because you absolutely can. But I specifically wanted these. They're the Franny glasses. I don't want to show them to you quite yet just because they transition. When you're in shade, they're totally clear, but then when you're out in the sunlight, they have a little tint to them, and I gotta choose the color. Let me actually get into some sunlight. We'll give it a few seconds, and just like that, we're shaded, and they match my outfit perfectly. I've been hunting for oval glasses everywhere. I do have more of a rounder face, so usually it's suggested that I wear cat eyes or something a little bit more angular, but I use Warby Parker's virtual try-on feature. And this is where you can visualize different colors and shapes on your own face, and that's how I landed on the Franny frames, and I got them in the colorway Crystal Moss. Their glasses start off at $95 with prescription lenses that include anti-reflective and scratch-resistant coating. Warby Parker also offers same-day eye exams, so you can use your vision insurance or your
FSA, HSA to book your eye appointment, but also get your frames. And in the case that you change your mind about anything, they do offer free shipping and free 30-day returns. But it gets even better because with every pair sold, a pair of eyeglasses is distributed to someone in need through their Buy a Pair, Give a Pair program. So whether you're buying glasses to accessorize or truly for your vision, you're helping someone receive vision care. Warby Parker has hundreds of stores across the United States and also Canada if you want to do some shopping in person. You can get shopping online by clicking the link down below my description box, or you can scan the QR code on the screen right now. Thanks so much to Warby Parker for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to thrifting a stranger's backyard.
All right, y'all. Oh, Jesus. We're here. Let's just get the IKEA bags. I love the smell of residential areas, y'all. I think it's the grass. You don't have any of that in downtown LA. It just is pure concrete. But I don't know if this is weird, but it always reminds me of like ladybugs. I feel like ladybugs have such a distinct smell. It's very nostalgic. This is so cute. Look how fairy this is. Low-key, I think I'm gonna have to be personal. I freaking love that.
And then the stuff that's like
Here are...
we actually have samples.
Oh, these are so ethereal. So flowy. And pink. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Wait, the black would be so good too. Ooh. Is this ugly or is this cute?
That is cute.
I don't know if I'm crazy about the print, but I love the little waterfall. And then the shark bite hands. I'm kind of into it. I was taking way too much time questioning whether pieces were cute or not, but I was so grateful that the host of this sale let me come through, because for this entire day, only 3 of us were invited. It was me and 2 other resellers, who just so happened to be someone that I've met at ThriftCon and a friend. This is super cute. It's a paper tag, made in USA. The hem is super pretty, so that's going into the bag. Okay, I'm seeing some micro mesh. Look at this. Oh my god, the little flutter sleeves and the tie. Oh yeah, I like her too. I don't hate that. I think that's kind of cute.
I think it's getting a little too warm though.
Oh, is it too warm for this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I see this trimming. It's either really cute or something unique. Oh, that's cute. I actually have another wholesaler who has these. The only thing we have to watch out with are the beads, because the faux pearls are slightly discolored, but I'm going to pick a few of these up. The camis are going to be really good since it's starting to warm up already. I am obsessed with these, the camis. I usually get the little cap sleeves. I have a few in my wardrobe, but they're a little too modest for me. This is perfect. Guys, this is sexy. This is gonna have to be a personal for sure. I love that one. Oh, also, I've already made plans, but we're gonna go to Catalina Island, so you shall see me wearing this there. Most of the inventory that was out were tops and bottoms that were super affordable, but then they had a rack of dresses that were pretty much untouched because they were the most expensive out of everything there. But that's okay, because I love a good dress, especially when they're straight from the 90s. They were giving Enchanted Forest, perfect for the market. The black one was my absolute favorite. And then I saw the floral beige one. I was like, okay, can't get any prettier. They were just sitting here waiting for me to scoop them up. I see camo, and I'm already upset. This literally looks like it was intentionally cut up, but I'm obsessed with it. Like, it's so good. Aw. Yeah, no, I think that's what it's supposed to look like. And it's a size large, but I'm sure this runs small. Oh, yeah. In their setup area, you can shop pretty much like 3 places. They have clothes on top of tables, the clothing racks, and then they have a ton of bins that you can sort through. Nothing is necessarily organized besides like the most expensive rack where all the dresses were. But the bins had everything from like skirts, tops, and basics. Also, one thing I didn't do, and I never do, which I need to really get myself into the habit of doing this, but is doing quality controls and checks. Because there were a few items that were damaged, and if it was noticeable, like the underwire cup coming out, then I didn't take it. But I did buy a few items where like the beads were missing, the embellishments were missing. And so it is an easy fix, but like ultimately the goal is to find things that are in nearly perfect condition. If you've ever posted on Facebook Marketplace and you know that your DMs get flooded with inquiries, people who like seriously are interested, than other people who quite literally just waste your time. But when it comes to like shopping opportunities like this, I have noticed that it's always a scheduled appointment, which I will take any day over something like the Goodwill bins where it's like free for all. You gotta fend for yourself. You gotta throw elbows because that energy is a little too chaotic for me. But this environment was just so mellow, chill, and relaxing. It was so enjoyable. It felt like I was just shopping with the girlfriends and Arthur.
It kind of does look like something like a
Yeah,
older lady would wear.
but it like has a matching bottom or
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh wow, this is so pretty. Look at the sleeves. Oh my gosh, yeah, we need her. You would have to be.
Well, that's cute right there, look. Wow. She's a sunflower.
I don't think so.
That's your parent, your belt.
I think in total we probably spent like an hour 30 shopping here. It was pretty quick just because there wasn't too much to go through. Also, I was on a mission to find a specific aesthetic. Like, we were mainly looking for things that were kind of giving a fairy vibe that would fit the Enchanted Forest theme, and also pieces that are more representative of my own style since I'm also going to be selling them on my Whatnot. So I want to go live on Whatnot at least once a week for only 30 minutes and dedicate those streams to only dead stock inventory. So I'll have my link down below where you can bookmark the shows. And then I was pretty tempted to get this little green lace cami, but it was so sheer, and I don't have boobs, but the sides were just a little too exposed, so I left that one behind.
What the heck? Look at her grommet belt.
That's crazy.
What?
I kind of love it though.
And then her cyber sigilistic tattoo. Come on.
It's a little hard to tell, but I took a few pieces to show off in a video. Yuka took most of it just because she has markets upcoming. I come bearing grails and we spent over $400. It did make sense for Yuka to take majority of the clothes because she's an active reseller. She does a lot of markets. She posts on Depop. I like to think that I'm the one who does a lot of the promotion, the marketing, since I make videos, I make the TikToks and Reels, but that just means that a lot of the clothes ends up sitting around in my room until I actually get to filming. So that quite literally is just money sitting around until we finally get to selling it. But we are going to be letting go of all of this on Whatnot. I already have my show, so all you got to do is bookmark it. I have the link down below. But I want to say let's get started with the tops because that's what I have most of. And this one is the first one that I found. And instantly I was like, gorgeous, grab her. She did have duplicates of certain styles, and as we were shopping she was bringing out more from like another secret room. So this one's gonna be a personal for myself because look at that bust. It's so freaking cute. And then we have two of them that we're gonna let go, and I believe those are size medium and large. I feel like you either love or hate this, but I love seeing dead stock styles in different colorways, especially when the designs are cute. So I got these like baby doll camis. We've got a little bit of like pleating up in the front, the surplice neck, the double straps that are also all adjustable, but the pink, super ethereal, right? And then they had a black version. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh, we also have a white, but I think that one's with Yuka right now. And the tags are still attached. That pink one was a medium. This black one is a small. Most of the sizes that we picked up range between like small and large. These neck shirts are absolutely beautiful. If you're familiar with my Whatnot shows, you know that I usually do carry this style, but not in a cami version. It's usually a fitted cap sleeve top. So the minute I saw the cami, I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally perfect for summer. This is for my sweaty statement girls who want to bring all the intricate detailing into something a little bit more breathable. The black is my absolute favorite, but then I found it in white, but also in pink, and the tags are still attached on this one too. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I do have another wholesaler where I pick these up, and they're usually in more like mundane colors, like black, beige, and pink. So this time around, I found a green. I was like, what? And then this is more of just like your classic sleeveless tank top. And then the beading and the sequins are just slightly different compared to the camis. But I think my favorite part might be the studs that are lining the neckline. I was a little iffy about the shirt, but when you're in an environment with other resellers, there is absolutely no moments of hesitation because then they're gonna grab it. So I was like, you know what, fine, I'll just take it. I know that I absolutely love the silhouette, like the little strappy detail, the little waterfall ruffle, and the shark bite hem, but this print, who was in charge of this print? Because what? Or maybe I'm just being a hater, but it does kind of remind me of Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. We've got a debate to settle, and you guys are going to be the tiebreakers because Arthur and Yuka were like this, and I was over here being like, what? This shirt is cute. It's got this little bustier style, adjustable shoulder straps, a button front, little ruffle trimming, and an all over floral print, which I'm not too crazy about, but like the style of it, yes, I'm totally here for. So what are we thinking, y'all? Are we into this, or is this kind of ugly? Tags are still attached. I am ridiculously obsessed with this shirt, y'all. Look at her. She is an icon. The exaggerated blush, her tattoo, and her 3D grommet belt. Come on. It's not often that I find graphic shirts that have brunettes. Usually it's a lot of blondes, but maybe this is my sign. I have been thinking that I need to do something different with my hair. I'm gonna get rid of the bangs. I think it's time for some forehead action. This is just an overall very fun shirt with the color, the print. It does have more of like a modest silhouette, but I feel like she's a little bit more risque because it is micro mesh and it's pretty sheer. I always love a good little ruffle sleeve because it makes it look super girly. And then at the waist, we have this little tie detail. The next few pieces are velvet. This one, probably one of my favorites. It's got this burnout velvet fabric, the little 3/4 length sleeves with the lace trimming, but y'all, the hem. It's an asymmetrical hem. I know she's a little bit more simple up top, but I feel like it's a good opportunity to accessorize. So I'm envisioning a little black mini skirt, some tights, boots, and a crap ton of belts. Here we have the very last shirt. It's crushed velvet, and do you see the way it reflects all the light? Oh my gosh, it looks like gold. But I'll bring you in a bit closer so we can see the bust, because that's where most of the detail's happening, because it bunches up just a little in the center, and then we've got these little seams here. These dresses that I picked up were the most expensive thing out of everything, but they are so worth it. So we'll start off with my favorite. I was a little scared to show this off because I was like, I can't even do a try on. It's an extra small, or at least whoa. I'm just seeing that this is 100% silk. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, first of all, adjustable shoulder straps. Love that. I know that's such a like non-important detail, but I love it when they actually think about like different bust sizes and how like it needs to be adjusted. It's got a really pretty rounded neckline and this print. Tell me it doesn't give Enchanted Forest. Got a little sidetrack, but back to the sizing. It's labeled an extra small, but it actually fits like a small medium. That is like literally the first time when it comes to dead stock where the sizing is actually bigger than what it says on the label. But I couldn't have been any more grateful because we did pick up 3 of them. I might just have to keep one for myself. And if you're thinking, yes, I like that dress, but it was a little too basic, well, what about this one then? Because look at those flutter sleeves, little tie front, and this one has an all over floral print. Oh my gosh, it's just so pretty and so feminine. But the worst part is that we only have one of these. So I think we might just take this to USAGI MERCADO. Our very last dress is this yellow one. I don't know why I was so attracted to it when I found it, but the minute I put her on, I was like, whoa. This is so sexy. It literally hugs every, I was gonna say crevice. Maybe crevice isn't the right word, but every curve of my body. And I was like, okay, I know I told myself that this was a year where I was gonna embrace all my hips and dips, but maybe she's a little too much. But then also, I'm telling myself, I'm only young once, so if I'm gonna dress this sexy, it might as well be now. I do really like the print and color of it, surprisingly. But you see this band here? I thought it was gonna be more hugging around the hips and then everything else was gonna be loose. No, everything is just tight. I only have 2 bottoms to show off, so let's do these sweats first because these are super low rise. Do you see this rise here? That's tiny. But I mainly got these because I love this side detail with all the embellishments, the studs, fleur-de-lis. I've been really obsessed with this like ornamental style, so yes, absolutely had to pick these up. But I think they're more of a culotte or like a capri because they do fit a little bit more like high waters where the inseam does cut off a little bit more short. So I wore them with my Demonia boots, but imagine them with like a black platform flip-flop. That would be so good. This last piece is a skirt, and you can laugh at this all you want because I know it's a little wonky, but all that matters is that I like it and that I'm gonna be the one that wears it. And guys, it's this one. It's this all over camo, and you're like, wait, why does it look like there's bits and pieces just missing from it? But that's why I love it. It's like this intentional asymmetrical distress look. This hemline is wild. It looks like someone took scissors to it and just started cutting with their eyes closed. I will admit that she does look like she's a skirt that's made out of scrap fabric and then decided to just toss on some embroidery to make it look intentional, but I'm obsessed with it. That pretty much does it for thrifting at a stranger's backyard. If you like this stuff, wait until you see what YuCa has. But if you want to shop or buy any of these items, they are going to be available at USAGI MERCADO, y'all. March 21st, free admission. And if you missed that, then don't worry, I am going to be going live on Whatnot. And everything is going to have $10 starts. From the clothes that I have right now, what YuCa has, this one is probably my favorite, but y'all don't sleep on Facebook Marketplace. You never know what you're going to find. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I do post videos at least once a week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!